Hi everyone, welcome to Triyamakers, the Try of Making. Today I want to tell you a story which was told to the King Bhoja, the king of Dharanagara, in the Paramara dynasty during 1055 CE. It's an interesting story which my grandma used to tell to me and my brother. These stories are really interesting and are applicable for today's world as well. Very much applicable. Since the story ends with a morale, I would not skip watching this video and wait until the end to get the complete message from the story. Stay tuned. So without much ado, let's get started. Do remember to keep listening without missing a word. Thousands of years back, one day in the city of Ujjain, a boy of 16 years old was arrested for the murder of diamond jeweler in the greed of gold and money. A bearded man, being the eyewitness, told to the soldier about how he saw the murder and this boy should be given maximum punishment for the murder. So soldiers arrested the boy and put him into a jail until he was presented next day with the seat of justice. Oh, the boy is an orphan and he was raised by his grandma. They were living in a hut near the village and being the day laborers selling woods for living. Grandma and boy were there for each other in tough times. Grandma, after knowing his boy in jail from his boy's friends, came to the city and started crying in front of soldiers standing there. Ah, my boy is innocent. He is a hard worker. Only tells the truth. Does not know murder and all. Please leave him. He is my life. At that time, Raja Vikramaditya, the legendary emperor of ancient India, was riding his horse going on that route. And listening to grandma, looking at her, he told, "See, it's already late today. Please come tomorrow to the seat of justice and tell your side of story. Make sure you bring enough proof for your story." And told the soldiers to take good care of grandma. Give her enough food, shelter, and make sure she is safe and given enough food to eat and bed to sleep. And he went to his palace. Soldiers took grandma to a nearby shelter. Next morning, Raja completes his daily routine of morning prayers, bathing, and morning puja. Comes and sits on the seat of justice, which is Nyayapita. Asks his members of Raja Asthan to begin the inquiry of yesterday's incident. The soldiers present the boy to the emperor and tells, "Prabhu, the boy is arrested as this beard man complained that the boy has looted gold from the diamond jeweler and killed him for the greed of gold and money below a big banyan tree, and he witnessed the killing with the knife, Maharaja." So Maharaja asked, "Is there anyone who witnessed this incident?" Eyewitness bearded man said, "Ji Maharaja, I was going that route after finishing my work, and in a no man's land below the big banyan tree, this boy was killing the diamond jeweler with the knife, and I saw it my own eyes." The boy, in disagreement, said, "That's a lie, Maharaja. Someone had already killed the diamond jeweler, and I heard the voice of pain, saw the person in the pool of blood, and in the means of saving the person, I went and tried to remove the knife, but as soon as I removed the knife, he died. At that time, the bearded man came with these soldiers and saw me with the knife and bloody hands and arrested me. For someone else's crime, I am arrested, Mahaprabhu. I am innocent, poor, and don't know about the murder. Please save me. My grandma does not have anyone but me, Prabhu." And he cried. So Maharaja asked to put the knife, blood-filled cloths, and all the accessories which were used during murder in front of him and soldiers did that. While the Maharaja was trying to investigate, the bearded man was sweating and he wiped his sweat with a kerchief, which Maharaja sharply noticed. Meanwhile, Grandma said, Mahaprabhu, these people are complaining about my innocent grandchild unnecessarily and trying to make him criminal while he has not done anything, she cried. Maharaja asked, Grandma, your boy has been caught red-handedly, and do you have any proof to prove his innocence? Grandma said, Mahaprabhu, the big banyan tree has birds flying at that time. They are the eyewitness for this, she told. Everyone in the palace started laughing and murmured, how birds can be an evidence? They cannot speak our language, nor we can understand birds' language. Grandma is lying for gold and money, everyone murmured. Maharaja said, Silence please. Hey Grandma, do you know anyone who can understand the bird's language? Asked astonishingly. Grandma said, Prabhu, my grandson lived in the jungle for his childhood. He used to collect wood, bring it to the city to sell to make money. So he used to speak to birds in his lone time, and he for sure knows and understands what they speak by knowing them for many years, she told to Raja. Maharaja asked, How do we believe this? Is there any human evidence? Then tell me. We all do not know birds' language. Grandma said, No, Prabhu. If these birds cannot be evidence, then I believe in Ujjain Mahakali. Only they can witness this. She prayed God. Maharaja said, God cannot come and tell, nor these birds can speak our language and tell. So if birds can tell in our language, we can believe it. If any bird speaking human language, then bring it to me. Challenges people gathered about the impossible. Grandma said, Raja Pratyaksha Devata, they say, and for citizens like us, Prabhu is God, is what our gurus used to tell us. Prabhu, you are our God and you only have to save us, she pleaded. Maharaja said, Without solid evidence, we cannot give the judgment. Looking at the grandma and the boy, I feel sad. In Vikramaditya's reign, no guilty should be punished. And Raja kept worrying. Citizens were also worried about how Raja will now bring this case to justice. Everyone was thinking, how will be the judgment? And were very much waiting curiously. Since it was evening by that time, Prabhu asked the judgment to be told tomorrow and told to Barkas today's inquiry. Everyone except the prisoner left for their home. It's dark night everywhere, and Maharaja, after having supper, he went to sleep and told soldiers that no one should be allowed to come inside. Next day, after the sunrise, as usual, everyone completes their daily course and comes to Rajya Sabha. All the citizens are gathered, waiting for justice on who is the real culprit, who is the real murderer. How will Raja provide justice to this case? Raja, after seeing both the parties' arrival, tells, Now let's all go to the place where the murder happened. I want to see the place and continue investigation, he ordered. Bearded man, the eyewitnesses to the murder, took everyone to the big banyan tree where the diamond jeweler was murdered, and while he was showing the place, the birds sitting on the top of the tree started shouting very loudly. Maharaja asked, Hey boy, your grandma told you understand the birds' language, so can you translate what they are shouting about? Asked the boy. The boy uttered, Mahaprabhu, forgive my ignorance, but the birds are telling that bearded man has used the knife to kill the diamond jeweler while he was resting below the tree when no one was watching, and took all the gold and money with him, and his subordinate has lied supporting him. He is what they are talking to each other, he said. Everyone started murmuring, saying, "He is lying to save himself," and everyone started laughing. The bearded man was laughing even louder and talking to his subordinate. "See how dare he is lying in front of Maharaja," and looked at him angrily. Maharaja, "Silence everyone. Stay away in silence. Now let me go and stand below the tree. Let's see what he translates, what birds speak." The Samrat Vikramaditya went below the big banyan tree and stood. Suddenly, all the birds were even more shouting, loudly and flying up and down. So Maharaja asked, "So now why are birds shouting more loudly? Are they talking about me now?" and asked the boy. The boy said, "Maharaja, forgive me. They are saying that last night someone stole their eggs and he came in disguise and took all of their eggs," he uttered shakingly. Maharaja asked, "Who is that person in disguise? A thief?" Boy said, "Mahaprabhu, I cannot tell, even if I know." Maharaja, "Hey, young boy, tell me who stole the egg. And it's an order, you cannot disobey," he ordered. Soldiers held him even tougher. Boy then said fearfully, "Mahaprabhu, that thief is you. Birds came to know that it's you who have come in disguise." Ministers, lawyers, and all citizens gathered there were uttering in anger, "Ayyo, akata kata, it's a cheating. Shantam papam, he's telling Ujjaini Sarvabhoma a thief. How dare he? He will be punished for this until he dies. Along with murder, he has committed and he has insulted Raja also. He will be foot pressed from elephants, or push him from mountain top, or hang him to death. Shantam papam," everyone hitting their chins in insult. Bearded man, "You are a cheat, young boy. After murdering diamond jeweler, now telling Maharaja a thief. How dare you?" And with anger and biting his teeth, he opened his sword to kill a young boy, as he knows the truth is revealed. Maharaja, "Hey, shut up, you moron. I will remove your head from your body. You are telling lie to your Maharaja, how dare you?" The young boy and grandma are telling the truth, and the boy knows the bird's language. "I came here last night in disguise to steal the eggs from those birds." And he showed the eggs hidden from his pocket. And he showed the eggs to everyone, as they say. Don't judge a man or things at first sight. Consideration is the parent of wisdom. Maharaja himself, with proof of bird's language, he found the true murderer and culprit. For this geniusness and wisdom, everyone was shocked and appreciated the greatness of this true justice. Such justice can be given only by the great emperor Raja Vikramaditya. Birds will not lie and cheat. Maharaja said, "Soldiers, arrest this murderer bearded man and his subordinate who lied in the name of the eyewitness and recover the gold money they have stolen. They should be punished in jail until they die. Take them to the jail. Also put these eggs back to the big banyan tree into bird's nest," he ordered. Since the young boy is innocent and truthful and also knows bird language, he is asked to be part of Maharaja's soldiers group and being part of the spy group. All of the citizens in the whole world, Ujjain is the best and Raja Vikramaditya is the greatest emperor, and everyone praises the emperor in one go. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and enable notifications for more such exciting stories from ancient India. Thank you.